Hello everyone. Today I am scrapbooking with the kit that I put together for the How to Kill a Kit with Style hop this month. The majority of the papers that I'm using for this particular layout are from the Echo Park. I believe it's called the Once Upon a Time collection. And I'm scrapbooking these photos of my daughter. It was from a few years ago. She's just being cute and posing on our bed. And I already had a sketch in mind, or not a sketch. I already had kind of the layout that I wanted in mind. So positioning the papers is pretty easy, but you're going to see later on in the video the embellishing part was the tricky part for me with this particular layout. So that pink paper, I wanted it to be longer than the greenish teal paper. And it was long, but it wasn't as long as I wanted it. So I just cut it in half, or actually um, into 3/4. I cut it so I could just stretch that strip. And because it's behind that teal paper, you'll never know that it's not, just one piece of paper. And then I can keep the extra piece from the middle to use on another layout. So I'm just gluing everything down. And I had some trouble with positioning. Um, and you'll see me move around this picture a lot. I couldn't decide exactly where I wanted it, and then I realized I wanted the pink paper to be on the edge rather than in the middle. It just looked better that way, kind of offset. And I do the same thing with my picture. I take a while to figure out whether I want my picture to be right in the middle or just offset. And I decide to just put it offset. So you can see I'm just moving it around and deciding where it looks best and where my title is going to go and everything like that. And here I decided to pull one of these papers from the paper pad that I put in my kit for this month. And I love the really bright pink and purple and orange and gold on this paper, and I feel like it really makes the photo pop. You might not be able to tell very much in the video, but in person it looks really nice. Like it's just a simple border around the photos, but it really makes it pop. And I'm just inking my edges with vintage photo. And again, I'm playing around with that positioning. I was pretty decisive, but I finally settled on that I wanted it to be offset. And then this was driving me a little crazy because if you look closely, that teal paper is not straight. And it was driving me crazy, but I couldn't rip it up because it was already glued down pretty hard. So it just kind of stayed like that throughout the layout, but you can't really tell once I add the embellishments. And I'm playing around with these little banners. There are two banners from different sticker sheets that I have in my kit, but they didn't make the final cut because although they looked okay, I just had other plans for those stickers. But I did like how these little tags looked. The colors matched perfectly, and as I've said before, tags are my favorite embellishment. So what I did was I cut them in half. So I have these little banner parts that can go in that corner because I cut them from the tag. So it ends up being two separate embellishments. I really liked how that looked. And I struggled with a title for this layout. I went in with this layout not knowing what I was going to title it, which makes things a little more difficult because when you're placing embellishments, you're not sure like where everything's going to go because you don't know how long your title is going to be. So I was just trying to figure out a title, and I was using these embellishments that had words on them, so maybe I could have one of them be the title. but I didn't really like how any of them looked. And I considered this stay golden for a while, but I decided it didn't really fit with the theme of the layout. So you can't see it, but off camera, I'm sorting through all my embellishments. And then I found these little cat stickers, and I really loved the cat stickers. And then I was sorting through the cut aparts, and I found this little cut apart that has a set of princess rules on it, and I just thought that was so adorable. And along with these cats, that kind of they come together to give me an idea of where I want this layout to go. So I definitely want my the cats to be in like a visual triangle, but I was really struggling with it because I wanted them in certain spots, but it wouldn't have made a visual triangle. I was just trying to follow a little too many creative rules, and eventually I decide, well, there's no rules in scrapbooking, so I'm just gonna do what I think looks best, and you'll see that um, in the end product. But I do really like that little cut apart that has all the rules for a princess. It's just really cute. And even though these pictures aren't necessarily princess themed, um, I call my daughter princess all the time. So I just feel like it really suits um, just, her in general. And then I have these florals. And I really like how these florals look underneath the cats, especially considering that one purple cat has florals already on the sticker. So I just really like how that looks. So I'm kind of seeing if I have enough florals to go in under each cat. And for those florals, I ended up cutting them down the middle, and I'm just positioning the cat so he or she doesn't cover up the florals completely. And then I'm taking that other part that is from the florals that I cut and I'm layering it underneath. I actually end up moving that bit of floral up towards the banner because it just looks a little better there. And it just looks like the flowers are peeking out from that banner. And then I just add some florals down at the bottom underneath the little purple cat. I have these little diamond stickers and I'm trying to sneak them onto as many layouts as I can. I So it's not like a big part of this layout, but I just think it's a nice little touch. And then I'm adding some enamel dots. And then here I'm just kind of working out the title. I decided that the title was either going to be um, Always Be a Princess, or that little banner says Picture Perfect, so the title would have been Picture Perfect Princess. I really liked how that looked, but I felt like the purple was a little too dark for this layout. So, and I really liked adding that gold from that Always Be a part of the title. So I kept the title as Always Be a Princess. And I'm just kind of going off of the princess rules just because it's not like your typical like thought on a princess. It's the little rules there that are listed are things like be brave and dream big and be kind and stuff like that. So this layout is just kind of about that. Always follow those rules. And I added some little studs to make it look like the little cut apart is just a poster. And I'll add some pictures towards the end. So here are the close up pictures. And I really hope you enjoyed watching. Have a good day. Bye.